Hey, welcome to Savage Sundays with GM Answulf.
Oop, that didn't work.
Everybody's looking at magic items right now.
Here, I got it here.
The floor is yours, sir.
All right, so Mike, what we're doing right now is y'all will most likely get a magic item reward later in this adventure today. And I wanted to give y'all a chance to pick it out yourself. And if you don't care, we can roll randomly a couple times and let you pick something from a random table. But if you've got something specific that you're interested in, where you all are at, you should have about a total of 20,000 gold pieces of gear. So any magic item, if you want to pick out your own reward, make sure it's well under 20,000. If you like, because I'm going to let y'all go shopping later, but you'll be able to spend up to your 20,000 max. So if you pick out a $5,000 reward, 5,000 gold piece reward, magic item reward right now, then you'll have 15,000 to go shopping later. Does that make sense?
Got it.
Straight from Pathfinder, more or less, right? Landry, did you decide on something?
Yes.
What would you like? Maybe
I
later.
want light and damage 1 for my enchants. I think that's all.
You want what now?
For enchants, light 1 and damage 1.
Light 1 and damage 1. What kind of weapon?
I want to put it on my sickle.
Okay. Okay. So you want a sickle with light and damage. I can handle. Hold on.
I'm back.
All right.
Did I lose sound, or is everybody?
No, you're good there. We're just everybody's looking at the menu.
This is really bad Twitch content.
Right. An odd start.
Everyone's silently looking at magic items right now.
Right.
Join us and look at my pretty overlay. Always sit in silence. This will be the ASMR.
All right, so I've got.
Saturday.
I'm making Landry's magic item right now based on her.
Oh, that's hilarious. The Staff of Power is on the list, and I called that out when I couldn't see anything.
All right. And that's about 5,000 gold, Landry.
Okay.
Wait, what was it that she wanted? Light and
She's got a magic sickle coming her way.
light and what was it else? What else was it?
Extra damage.
You get what I wanted?
Okay. Boots of Elvenkind?
Yep.
Boots of Elvenkind for.
Is it bad taste to be exactly at 20,000?
Well, if you get one item for 20,000, you're not going to have any money to go shopping later. when you go shopping, the amount of gold I'm going to give you to shop is going to be 20,000 gold minus whatever you select as your reward.
Got it.
So you'll have all your eggs in one basket. All right, boots of elven kind.
Under 2,500. Give me a free stealth roll.
Okay. All right, there's one.
How was everybody's week and weekend?
Not bad. Not bad. A lot going on at work. Fun stuff for the most part. Landry's little brother had a martial arts tournament that he did really well, but let's say it wasn't a non-biased run tournament.
What style does he do?
He goes to a place called Premier Martial Arts. It's a great school. Love our school.
Yeah, well, what styles is he learning?
A mix of Krav Maga and Taekwondo.
Ground combat.
So, yeah. Well, not really. They're not allowed to use the Krav skills in Krav's really not ground. Krav is disable your opponent fast. They're not allowed to use any of the Krav stuff in tournament.
I'm sorry. Really I had jiu-jitsu in my head for some reason.
Yeah. Anyway, he in his sparring match they had an adult referee, but two kids probably about his age that were keeping score, and his opponent, they were friends with his opponent was friends with the two people keeping score.
A little bias going on.
Oh, it wasn't a little. It was a lot. So he lost the first round to him, and then he got to go into double elimination for third, or to compete for third place, and had to fight the same kid again. And had him on defense almost the entire. There's only a minute round. Had the kid on defense the entire round, and somehow lost 29-17. The other kid didn't throw 29 punches or kicks. I was just like, okay, this is ridiculous.
No, that's still a good lesson to be learned. Life ain't fair.
He was unfazed. He wasn't upset. My wife and I didn't say anything to him about it in that light. He performed fantastic. He was, I mean, obviously I'm a little biased, but he performed so well that he was better than anybody else. The person that won first and the person that won second, he would have beaten either one of them. And he was the smallest kid in his class, in his group. So every kid had at least 2 inches on him. But he can kick above his head. So he can easily kick a kid 6 inches taller than him in the head.
How are we doing on magic items here? Waiting on you, Craig, and Mike.
I think I'm good. I think I'm ready.
What do you want?
I don't know how it'll manifest itself. We talked about it before. I want a lot of my magic to be tattoos instead of items. Like my guy's heavily tattooed with rune tattoos.
Yeah. Why don't we say that since you'll find magic items out in the world, let's say that you have some kind of
somehow.
You have some kind of process to like convert them into a tattoo.
Yeah, makes sense. Something like that. All right. I definitely want I think for the one that I get to just outright pick, I want returning and
You want a weapon? A
yeah,
magic
so
weapon?
yeah, this is returning and bane on a weapon on a
Returning
throwing
and
axe.
bane on a throwing axe. Okay,
Hmm.
that's pretty cool. All right, let's see items. Let me create that one real fast. All
It's
right.
basically it's a hand axe which I can either throw or just melee with.
Oops. Where's axe? You want a hand axe?
Yeah.
All right. Hand axe. Oops. And with Bane. What does Bane do?
Bane. It makes you wear a weird thing over your
Oh,
mouth and sounds super weird.
+2
No, yep.
armor
+2,
piercing
yep, and
and
its
more
damage
damage
die. Yeah, its damage die increases by 1 die.
against a specific type of creature. What type of creature are you thinking? Or do you want
That's
to pick
not what it
later?
says. It just says,
I'll let you pick later. Here's a
oh, I see. Against a specific, oh, okay, gotcha.
yeah.
I didn't read
Yeah,
the
it's
whole
like
thing.
Dwarf Bane or Orc Bane or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
that's right. I probably don't want Bane. I just keep it simpler somehow.
Yep.
I think returning's fine. Just returning.
Right.
Where are you guys seeing those types of things? Because I don't see that
Under
the
enchantments. If you that link I dropped magic items and I dropped enchantments.
Oh,
And there's some
I
other
see
ones
enchantments.
too.
Okay, I haven't looked at the enchantment list yet. Sorry.
Let me drop some other ones too. There's rods and staves. There's wands. Rods and staves are under the main list. Mike, I just dropped wands for you, and here's a few random magic armors and shields. These are more like examples because you can kind of build your own in Savage Worlds. Okay, so in hand axe with returning, that's 3,000 gold.
Yeah. And maybe what's this distance? What does distance mean? Decrease the range penalties by using this weapon.
Yeah, you can throw it farther without
That's
penalty.
well, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put the
Okay, distance.
returning and distance.
All right, returning and distance. That makes it 5,000. All right, very cool. And
Are we quiet
Hey,
again? There we go.
if I were to get get a wand, could I get more than one? Because they're really inexpensive.
no, pick one major reward for now. You'll be able to go shopping later and get whatever you want.
Okay.
Y'all, I'm going to assume that y'all go shopping for magic items before you leave the city. So that'll be later. This is for a reward, a custom
Gotcha.
reward. All right. Hey, I think we'll start while Mike's looking through the list.
Yeah, go right ahead, please.
And Mike, when we get to that point, why don't you pick out your item, and you don't have to tell me now. And when we get to that point, you can tell me what you selected.
Sounds good.
All right. So, where did we leave off last time? Who wants to do a recap while Mike's usually the recap guy, but someone else is gonna have to step up and do a recap from the last session. Who would like to go?
I think Dad should do it.
All right, not a problem. So we ended last session where we actually ended up Rolf was introduced to the group as Maeve, Thayen, and Barnaby were dealing with the aftermath of dealing with the failed conflict with the cultists. Maeve ended up essentially in a one-on-one battle with one of the cultist leader, who had transformed into what did he transform into, Nick?
No, actually, it started off with. I think you're thinking of the session before. Maybe it started off with the Ettercap attacking Maeve.
I thought that was the
Ettercap druid.
cultist leader that had transformed into that Ettercap.
Oh no, he was like a druid.
A druid. Okay, so the druid. I knew it was an evil druid or something. Anyway, transformed into the Ettercap, and uh, Maeve was dueling with it one-on-one, while Thayen and Barnaby were trying to catch up to where they had left that area to, and Maeve got into that fight. So Maeve was just about to get taken down when Rolf appeared and saw happened to be hunting a pack of Ettercaps, and joined the fight. And so as Rolf joined the fight, we were able to turn the tables a bit, and Thayen and Barnaby showed up, and we were able to overwhelm the other Ettercaps, slay the lead Ettercap / druid, and that's how the group was, or how Rolf was introduced to the rest, to Thayen, Barnaby, and Maeve. There wasn't much time for pleasantries before Rolf charged down this tunnel looking for the remainder of the Ettercaps, and the rest of the group followed. But once we got down this tunnel within the kind of the I guess really the spillway or the waterway within the city, we
Yeah,
found
it was back under the cathedral.
so back under the
abandoned,
cathedral,
citadel,
right?
or abandoned cathedral. Yeah.
Back under the abandoned cathedral. That's when we encountered the rest of the cultists, and the lead cultist was trying to escape, but Thayen scrambled up the catacombs, or the area that we found ourselves in. He was able to beat him to the top and catch him, while the rest of us dealt with the remainder of the cultists. And it was the first time that the group saw Rolf go into a berserker rage. And at the very end, Thayen was able to recover the rod that we were looking for. We were also able to recover the magical pine cone that we were looking for. And Thayen was able to see at the top of these, at the catacombs underneath the cathedral, or whatever it was. He was able to see the woman that was kind of organized the entire magical item display, or what have you, that started all this. He was able to see that she'd kind of disappeared into the shadows, so clearly she was behind it.
Yeah, very good. Let me give you a Benny for doing a recap. And Yeah, so that was good. So you guys basically finished your quest, let's say, because you were able to recover um, the item that was stolen from Bigby, and which was the golden pine cone, and um, the rod that was stolen as well. And so as as um, as you finish up that combat, and you guys are kind of patting yourselves on the back from having those, you're still under the citadel, and there were all those stairs and steps and layers in the section you're at. It was like a little underground, almost like a little apartment complex of little rooms and steps and what have you. But let me have all of you. Well, I think as y'all are looking around, Maeve, you see a door off to the side that really catches your attention. It looks unlike any of the other doors around. It's not a plain wooden door. It looks like it's stone. It has some symbols engraved into it. And it really catches your eye as standing out from the rest of the area.
Okay. Can I make a notice roll on it to see if I see anything super awesome?
So you don't need to make a notice roll. So you can approach the door and take a look
Okay.
at it.
Yeah. Okay.
The runes look like they are elements, but they're just carved into the door. There's uh, a handle to one side that you could pull to open.
Hey Nick,
The
if just for a quick flashback here, Leroon's dropped in Twitch chat. That's from back in the day.
Say that again.
From Fantasy Grounds Academy, Leroon. Stop by, said hey. I don't know if he's still in chat or not. Back when me and Nick first started.
Oh no. Let me read. Oh, Leyrun. Oh yeah,
Yes.
awesome. Awesome. Hey, how's it
It's
going?
been a long time.
Yeah, it has been a while. Okay, yeah, Maeve, what would you like to do? It looks like the elements are just runes of like earth and fire,
Mm-hmm.
air and water.
Maybe do uh, in this scenario, like, are these runes something that are able to be spoken? I don't know that part, but if they are, maybe character could try to read it out loud and see what happens.
Ooh.
Sure. So, are you going to speak in Common or Elvish?
Elvish. I'd imagine that if it's in a weird druid place or a fake druid, well, they don't know it. Never mind. But Elven, that's what I'll read it in.
You do remember that this abandoned cathedral church was from an ancient goddess, worshipped an ancient goddess, and she was a goddess of the elements, of the prime elements.
Mm-hmm.
You speak you speak the words in Elvish, and nothing happens.
Okay. Maybe I'll just try to open the door then.
Okay, you open the door, and it's heavy, but it kind of swings on the like it's well engineered. And
Mm-hmm.
inside, so you can peer into the room, and you see a large room with a pedestal in the middle of the room, and on the pedestal there are 4 orbs that are kind of floating just right above the pedestal in these little. There's like a bowl the pedestal. There's like 4 bowls on the pedestal that are built into the pedestal, and then there's a
Mhm.
floating orb over each of the bowls. You can also see from this angle, you can see there are archways on the walls. The room is circular, and there's archways on the walls, and you can see there's old frescoes. Um, it looks like this room hasn't been disturbed in quite a while, but the frescoes are there's like dust, filtering through the air, and the frescoes look like they're very old. They're somewhat faded and cracked. You can't really tell what they are from here, just kind of peeking your head through the, or you're just kind of peeking through the crack of the door right now.
Sure. Okay, well, maybe I'll go in there. Um, yeah, I think I'll open the door fully or try to, and I'll try to walk in.
Okay. And as you open the door fully, that captures the attention of the rest of the party. You all
Yeah.
see that Maeve has kind of wandered off to the side to open this big stone door. You hear it grinding open, and there's glowing lights coming from inside.
Mm.
Okay, and I guess I want to try to get a little bit closer to the lights. See
Okay.
what's going up with that.
As you enter, you can see you see a few things that are interesting. So there's 4 alcoves with uh, uh, 4 different frescoes, right? 4 different paintings.
Mhm.
There's a door opposite the door that you've come through as well, right? And then
Right.
there's the floating orbs. You can see the first thing that catches your attention is you can see writing or engraved around the um, the base of this pedestal that's in the middle.
Okay.
And give me just a second here. I'll pull up an image. Um, with um, and so as you approach the pedestal, you can see that the writing is in the common tongue, but it's like an old. It looks like it's kind of like an old uh, writing style or dialect, right?
Mhm.
But the writing around the call around the pedestal in the middle uh, says something. You have to kind of walk around the pedestal as you read it. It says, "In the realm where elements converge, the journey unfolds in harmony." And
Whoa.
I'm going to share an image with all of you now. And I couldn't get Mid Journey to add all the fancy stuff, so you're going to have to use your imagination on the rest of the stuff that's there, right? But
So
that's
so
roughly what it
far
looks like.
is Maeve the only one in the room?
You all, so we'll pause here, right? She from her turn, um, you all see her open the door. She catches your attention when she opens the big stone door, and then she walks inside. Uh, so what are you all doing?
I'm gonna actually uh like, where are you going, you crazy elf? So I come after her and I'll go into the room.
And
Okay.
cautiously move in, watching the corners and everything, see if there's any kind of ambush or traps.
That's not the way this
Make,
guy
make make me a notice
rolls.
roll, Dan.
Yeah, that's not the way Rolf rolls.
Yeah, you don't notice anything. Seems you don't notice anything unusual as far as traps or anything like that.
Okay, still moving in
Barnaby,
cautiously and
what are
move
you
to a
doing?
shadow.
Barnaby will just step in cautiously in behind everyone else in either room, and he's going to reach out with that sensing magic to see if there's anything in the room that's magical, because he feels like this room might be a little different. Is this room abutting that big cavernous room where we fought the thieves?
Right. And I'm
So-
sorry, you said something, Oak.
I was just saying I'm moving into the shadows somewhere just to keep myself kind of
like
hidden. Yeah,
like
basically,
hidden?
if something goes down, I'm already hidden.
Okay, why don't you make a stealth roll then to really hide? Access the rays, yeah. So you blend into the darkness in between to the alcoves pretty easily. Barnaby, you come into the room, and so you see this room in front of you, and there's obviously some magical stuff going on in here. So you want to use your detect magic ability
Yes, please.
to figure out exactly what that is,
Yes, please.
right? And that is. I'm trying to remember. The detect magic ability is not a power, right? It's like a
So
special ability that you have. I
there's
can't remember.
it's a novice power.
Oh, it is.
It is detect and conceal arcana is what he's using.
So that's a power, but there's also a.
Yeah, there's a more basic version of that which you could start with, but I don't quite know how to find.
Is it a wizard ability here? No.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, you we'll have you we'll say you cast the power there. The four orbs glow. Uh and they're already glowing anyway. They're floating above these bowls and they're glowing, they're shimmering. Um and they glow. And then um the runes, there's four frescoes, right? One, and now that you've all stepped into the room and looked a bit closer, you can see that there's one for each element. There's one for fire, air, water, and earth. And each fresco has a detailed painting in it, and then it has a rune above the fresco at the top of the arch. And the arch, that rune glows as well for you. It detects this magic as well.
Okay. Barnaby will just say there's this is Faerun, right? Or no, this is Pathfinder. He says there is magic at work here.
I started looking around nervously.
Any thought to the type of magic? Abjuration or can I see anything to that degree?
I believe you actually. You know what we left out? You need to make a
Yeah.
roll, right? Like a spell casting roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6. And because I think with a raise, it gives you a little extra information. But that's a success, so the information already relayed to you is what you're able to
Got it.
detect.
Have we rested at all?
No. From the previous combat.
So I'm just looking around and you said there's another exit.
There's an exit opposite the door you came in,
Mhm.
and there's 4 alcoves.
Okay, and
Let's start with you, Rolf. What are you gonna do? What are you doing?
So I'm just the minute that they said that there's magic around, I'm looking around. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in here.
Well, the orbs are pretty obviously magical, right?
Right. Can I tell what their origin is? They're like, do they look dwarvish?
They do not. They're just glowing spheres. There's a red one that that kind of looks like fire, and there's a a white one that looks like air, and a blue one that looks like water, and a brown one that looks like earth. Right? They're
Okay.
kind of shimmering, and they have little, elemental, obvious elemental origin.
And what did Maeve read? Did she read it aloud?
Yeah.
She read it before y'all walked in, but you can all see
Okay.
it. You can all see it around the base
Oh,
of the pedestal.
okay. What does it say again?
It's on the image.
Oh,
I
in the
put it on
realm
the
where
image for you.
elements converge, the journey unfolds in harmony.
Correct. That's wrapped around the
Do
base of the.
do the four orbs, are they essentially on the four? I know that's kind of that pedestal in the middle. Are the four orbs on the essentially on the north, south, east, west of that pedestal?
You don't know which direction north is in under here.
Well, you get my point. They're each one of them is on opposite sides of the pedestal. Is that right?
Yeah. There's four
That's what I
bowls.
meant, but that's not what
Yeah,
I meant by north, south, east, west. Not I'm not looking for precision.
gotcha.
I'm just saying that they're each at equidistant points around the pedestal.
Yes, there's four bowls on top of the pedestal. And again, I tried to get Midjourney to draw this image like 20 times and it wouldn't do it. But there's four bowls on top of this pedestal, and hovering above each, and they're each, spaced apart evenly. Hovering above each bowl is a orb glowing of the element. And basically across from that orb is where the archway that has the fresco, the corresponding fresco in it.
Okay, so what's inside the frescoes again?
Do you want to go check one out?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Which one
Okay.
or which one looks to be are the orbs of different colors?
They are of different colors.
Which one looks like it might be earthy colored?
Earth is brown.
Okay.
You want to go check out the Earth fresco?
Yeah. Oh, first I want to look at so are the orbs encased in something, or are they just exposed floating energy?
They're exposed floating above the bowls.
Okay. Okay, got it. Yeah, I want to go check out the brown fresco.
Okay. So you go to the Earth fresco, and it is a painting of like a lush valley with a river, and there's huge oak trees with massive roots. Going deep into the earth, and you can see as you get closer and you're kind of inspecting it, you can see in the tree trunks there's writing, and it says, "From understanding, roots take hold." And there's an image of the earth fresco. All right, let's move on to Barnaby. Barnaby, what are you doing?
Barnaby will step into the room and he'll take a look at the ruin. Does he have any idea what the ruin is, or does he recognize it? Can he roll anything to try and figure it out?
Which one?
What's the closest one? Are they associated with the different types of elements?
Yes. Each rune is above the archway.
So he'll turn around and look
Each
at the one.
alcove.
Is there a rune in the archway you just stepped through?
There's four orbs, there's four archways, four frescoes, and 4 runes above each of the frescoes.
Okay, he'll start with the one to the right, whichever one that is, and start working his way around.
All right.
He's going to examine the rune.
The one to the right is air. So the corresponding orb is white.
Mhm.
The rune is white, is glowing white.
Mhm.
The alcove has a painting of of like clouds and sky, and there is it's very vibrantly blue,
Mhm.
and there is a dragon flying in the sky. And as you get closer to inspect it, you can see that it has writings in the clouds, and it says, "In the realm of the intellect, clarity reigns supreme."
Ooh, this is an interesting one. In the realm of the intellect, clarity reigns supreme. He's going to look above at the ruin and see if he can make any sense of it using his occult skill.
Yeah, go ahead and roll occult.
Ah,
Oh, you want to spend a penny on that?
I think I will. Better.
All right, so the rune is definitely some form of the some form of the symbol for air, but you can't really tell like what it does.
Okay, and looking at the picture, do I
It's
see
glowing.
anything?
It's glowing though.
It is glowing. Okay, and
Um, outside of the writing, like so here in Fantasy Grounds, I've made this plain for you guys and thrown it in text at the bottom of the painting, right? Part in the bottom of the image, just so you can reference it easily. But it's, what you detected is that it's kind of hidden, written into the clouds, right? that phrase there.
I'm going to let me just look at my spells.
But that's all that really stands out from that image.
Let's see here.
Let's move on to Fayin.
Okay.
I'm just going in order of.
While they're all doing that, I'm gonna be kind of searching the pillars and the walls to see if there's any like secret doors or hidden compartments.
Okay, make a notice roll then. Nice. Okay, so you start searching around the room, and I'm going to come back to you. You're searching thoroughly for traps and anything unusual, right? And you're going to discover something that's not a trap, but I'll come back to you. So you're searching the room.
No problem.
And while they're doing this, Maeve, what are you going to do?
While they're doing that, I feel like I also want to do a little bit of exploring. I'm thinking that, well, I don't know. Like, what if there's some sort of secret puzzle in here? That would be cool. I think I want to. This kind of sounds stupid, but I think I want to investigate the pillars a little bit more because they look kind of funny.
The pillars. Okay. Make a. Once you make a. Well, make me a notice roll for the pillars. The pillars look. I mean, they're carved and intricate, but they don't look like they have anything special about them. You don't notice any secret compartments or anything unusual about them, other than they're highly decorative.
Okay.
Landry, I thought we gave you a nature skill. We made a custom skill for you and gave you a nature skill, didn't we?
Yes. Wait, no.
Was that was I think that was your previous character, wasn't it?
Yes, that was my previous character.
Let's, since you have a druid, unless you don't want to, why don't we replace survival with nature? I think that's what we did last time. Because I'd like you to make
Okay.
it makes a lot of sense to make a nature check, and I still have nature here for you. Are you okay with that? Here, I've got it. I can drop it.
Oh.
So you can delete that one. That's all right. I got you. And you had a D6, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So make me a nature check as well while you're exploring this room. Oh, nice. 11. Success with a raise. So you just kind of looking this and knowing what you know about nature and the elements and everything, you definitely come to the understanding that this whole room is a puzzle. That the orbs and the writing around the orb is some kind of directions. The writing around the base of the pedestal is some kind of directions. Although you can't really, piece it together yet. But this whole room is a puzzle, and you have directions around the pedestal, and then obviously the frescoes and this writing are some kinds of clues related to that puzzle.
Right.
I just looking at Rolf's looking around, and he's mindlessly scoops up some dirt from the floor, a good fistful, and walks over and drops it in the bowl opposite, on the bowl that's on the side where the earth orb is.
All right. Bayan, as you're searching right before Rolf does that, as you're searching around, you don't find any traps or anything, but you get to the door opposite the door that you came in, and you don't see any mechanism for opening it. And so that stands out. So it's obviously some type of door that's going to, you can tell, putting two and two together, it's a door that's going to open up if you guys can figure out this. You get the feeling it'll open up if you can figure out this puzzle.
Okay.
But there's
yeah,
no means.
there's definitely a door here, but there's no visible mechanism or way I can trip this. There's got to be something with the puzzle here.
My kin do these kinds of puzzles often, and that's when I scoop up some dirt and dump it in the little bowl.
Dump it into the bowl, and the orb starts shimmering and shaking a little bit, right? The brown orb. And a blast of like brown energy arches up from the orb to the rune above the alcove that has the earth painting in it, right? And
very clever.
That alcove, that rune lights up, and a form starts pouring out of the rune, and it quickly forms into what is clearly everyone should go back to the fresco room. Let me share this because this is
I'm on there right
important. Now. Right. What it clearly turns into an earth elemental, and it attacks. So it's initiative time.
Oh. Well, that wasn't expected.
Give me a second here. Let me throw you all in there. And this earth elemental is very large. It is large size, meaning you all get it's size 4 in Savage Worlds terms, which means that you all
the bonus is to hit.
Yeah, you get a +2 bonus to hit. It's about, in all, it's about 16 feet long, kind of wispy, and then it kind of solidifies into this like hulking, roughly humanoid, creature. It's got dirt and stone. It kind of lands on the ground, plops 2 feet on the ground, and the ground kind of explodes upwards from the earth, kind of in shock from the impact. And it's got it's kind of faceless, but there's 2 glowing gemstone eyes. And we're right into combat. Let's go.
Looks like I'm first.
Round 1. No, it's got to go here. Okay, round 1.
It's going first, huh?
The Earth Elemental. I think you're the closest to where it forms there.
Yep, makes sense.
So it's going to target you. Rolf, it has like massive fists that its primary attack. It's got some special abilities too that I should. Okay, it has a special ability called SWAT, which allows it to ignore penalties for smaller scales. So normally it would have a -2 to hit you for its size, but because of SWAT, it doesn't. So it takes a swing at you with one of its big, heavy. I forgot to target you. Let's try that again. Target Rolf. That's not working. Oh, I need to put you guys on the
battle map.
Yeah, let me put you all on the battle map. Maeve and Rolf. Okay, it's not that big. Let's get you guys a little bigger here. Get a little bigger. All right, and I know Barnaby was off to the right. We'll say you're over here. Maeve was checking out the pillars. Fane, you were at that back door back there. Right, so... Oh, it did. Why did it move the map like that? I know why. Hold on just 1 second. I have map centering on that I don't want on. Give me 1 second here. Map centering. Token. Combat. Where's set? Fog of War. Show name. Auto apply. Where's it at? Here, let me turn this off. Did the map jump for all you?
It did because it put some icons at the top.
Yeah, and it centers it on. I'm gonna turn. Okay, I turned it off. Okay, so let me view, seem to fill, share. Okay. Okay. Now we're set. Target Rolf. Takes a swing with a big old stone fist, and you duck under it. It smashes into a pillar.
This is more like it.
And it just it's not going to move. It kind of trundles towards you, swinging. It's got a long reach, by the way, so it can swing pretty far. Barnaby.
Yeah, Barnaby's gonna pop off two attempt to pop off two bolts.
Okay. Target the elemental and roll your dice.
Targeted. Okay, so this is the first
And
one.
you get, hold on just a second. Don't forget that you all get a. Let me make sure size 4 is the right size. Give me 1 second.
A bonus to hit him. He's so big.
Give me 1 second here. Size and scale. Let me just make sure. Size 4. Yeah, size 4 is large. So you get a +2. There is
there a modifier for that?
There should be a size modifier somewhere.
Can we just do the +2 in the bottom left?
Yeah.
Move this along.
Yeah, go ahead. Put a +2. Anytime you're attacking this thing, put a +2 in the bottom left.
You got it. Okay, here's the first shot.
Does it not automatically do that?
Maybe it does. Try it and see. Try it without the +2. Let's see.
Well, say yeah. If you look there, he already made an attack. It says large versus normal -2 equals 3. Parry of 6 equals a miss.
You're not supposed to get the -2 though, right?
No,
It does
that was
not
the
get
elemental
-2.
attacking you, correct?
I know. He said he wasn't supposed to get the -2 because of SWAT.
Right, swipe or something like
Well,
that.
but that's what I guess we're pointing out.
Yep,
Nick
it did
is
it
that that's not
automatically.
working.
There you go. Hit with a raise, Barnaby.
Okay, so I think a hit with a raise is extra damage. Let me just check that real quick here.
Oh, I see.
It still missed me because it
Yeah,
only got
yeah.
a 5, but you're gonna need to probably put the +2 in manually
Right.
And why is it getting a +2? Because he is attacking someone smaller.
because he has an ability called SWAT that he eliminates that
Okay.
penalty. He said.
Okay, total of 24 points of damage on the first bolt.
All right. 24. Let me see what its toughness is. Toughness is 12.
Holy
3
shit!
wounds.
Oh, it's made of stone.
Oops. Did I just mute myself?
And then
Did
I
I
get
just
one
mute
more
myself?
shot. Yep. No, we can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Can you not hear us?
Yeah. I just hit a button on my mic.
Okay.
Okay,
Holy
so
smokes, man!
yeah, so 24 and 12, that's a 3, that's a hit with 3 for 3 wounds. This is not a wild card, right? So it can normally take 1 wound, but it has because it's large, it can take 2 wounds instead of 3.
Mhm.
I think I'll spend a Benny on that. See if I can soak that. This thing is tough.
Okay. Still have a bolt
Abilities
left
here.
to fire at it too.
That would be a vigor. So a success soaks 1 wound. A raise soaks 2 wounds. So let's see. Can I do this? Does that work?
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Success with 2 raises soaks all the damage.
Oh, I was robbed.
That was a great Benny.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, hold on. I
You're
get another
robbed.
shot. I get another one.
You do get another shot.
All right. It's a hit, right?
Nope, that's a hit again.
Yeah. And here's the damage. Sick.
That one just bounces off. Unless you want to use a Benny for your damage roll.
Now I'm down to 2 bennies. He's gonna then Barnaby's back here. He's just gonna scoot around the side of the column, take cover behind the column. So, and that is Barnaby.
All right, Maeve, what are you doing? This huge earth elemental just materialized after Rolf dumped some dirt on that orb.
Ooh, do you think that I could be a team player and maybe try to distract it or something?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I'm wondering if I could maybe oh, no, never mind. Because I know that we would have to set something up for that, and it's not just free reign, but...
So you can do a test, and you can make it distracted, and if you get a raise, you make it distracted and vulnerable.
Yeah, I'll just do that. Oh, well, do you think that maybe I could just pretend that I had turned myself into something to, like, purely just to distract it, not to attack with it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking that maybe I can turn myself into a little smaller version of it, just to make it confused.
Okay. You turn yourself into a smaller earth elemental. I like that. I'm giving you a Benny for that. That's very creative.
Really creative.
Yay!
All right, you turn yourself into a smaller elemental, earth elemental, and you need to make a test against its smarts, and it is not very smart, by the way.
Oh, okay. So do I roll for
So-
smarts?
You roll for a test.
It should automatically throw against it if you do a test, I believe. Or that may have been an extension I used on mine. I can't remember. Like if you
Yeah,
attack with the skill, like if you did like smarts, dropped it on it, it should auto throw, I think, the opposing.
Like you think if you just drop a skill on it,
Or your attribute, whichever you're testing with, I think it will do that. I'm not positive, but it may have been an extension I downloaded. It's been a while. You can test it out and try it.
so yeah, Maeve. So I think that's what skill do you think that is? I think that's faith, right? Because you cast a spell to confuse it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So target it first, and let's test
Mhm.
what Oak's talking about and see if it's built in or not.
Okay.
Target the earth elemental and then drop a faith dice on it and see what happens. No,
Did I
no.
win?
Okay.
It must have been an extension then, because I have one
It
that
must be an
will
extension.
auto throw against that.
Okay, so if you maybe you can use a Benny if you want to try to get a higher number. This is going to be the target number that it has to pass, right? Or
Okay.
Yeah, she sets the difficulty, so it's got to get a 6 or higher.
And what's its die, or do I get to know that?
wait, that can't be right because if she gets a raise, she gets I roll first because you try to
Okay.
beat it. You try to beat it, and if you get a success, you get distracted or vulnerable, and if you get a raise, you get both. So let me roll his smarts first. He's got a 1, so now you can make a faith roll and try to beat that.
Okay. Well, it wasn't very hard.
So a 6 is a success with a raise. So you make him
Yay.
distracted and vulnerable. So that's excellent.
Oh, nice job, Landry.
Thank you.
That was super creative.
And let me drop this on here. Hold on. So he's distracted, means he gets -2 to everything, and then he's vulnerable, so everybody else gets +2 to hit him. So he's distracted and vulnerable. Very nice. Okay. Next up. And then, do you want to move anywhere, Maeve? Or are you going to stay where you're at?
I'm dancing around in front
You're
of him.
dancing around, right. Okay, Fayin, you're kind of behind this guy.
Yeah, so I see him do it. So I'm going to, but he's made of rock. So I'm going to come creeping up behind him and I'm going to attack. This is just for dramatic. I'm going to attack with the pommel of my dagger.
Okay, nice.
And
you get to use your like sneak attack ability since you're behind it, since you're kind of backstabbing him.
I have to have the drop. Let me double check. Or let's see. Not
You have to have the
thievery.
drop on.
Maybe rogue.
Yeah, so it
Rogues
doesn't
can add a
apply.
d6 to the damage when they have the drop on the victim or the victim is vulnerable, which it is.
Oh, there you go.
This applies
There you
to athletics, throwing, fighting, or shooting attacks. So, does it have all the stuff applied to it?
It does, yes.
Okay. Then.
So target him. And do you think it'll add your sneak attack automatically? I don't know.
I will. Oh, I've got to hit it first.
Right.
And get over to my combat tab.
And it should give you a +2 automatically for his size. Five.
Let's see.
Plus
Vulnerable
two
+2 versus
for
large
vulnerable
+2
+2. Yeah, you got a 9.
So
You
that
got a
should-
9, and this parries a 6.
6.
So
I
that's a
needed one
hit.
more to get a raise.
You needed one more.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a hit.
You gonna Benny that?
And then no, because I may miss.
All right. And so now roll damage, and let's see
Rogues
if it
add an
gives you an
additional
extra
d6 to
for
their
sneak attack.
damage. See where I can add. I'm just going to add the crit die in because that's a d6.
Yeah, that's fine. Nice. So, wait, It rolled. Why did it roll 2 dice and
Oh,
then
wait
3
a second.
dice? Oh,
Actually, that should be because that's should have a gang up bonus as well. So that should have been an extra +1 on there.
Oh, right. Okay, so 18.
No, on my hit. So I need to do another D6.
Oh, right. Gang up bonus. We forgot about that.
There you go for the 1 extra.
Well, that gives you an 18. Where's the gang up bonuses? Do you want to? Okay. There's gang up bonuses here. Okay. It's got a toughness of 12, so that's a hit with a raise, which causes 1 wound. And I'm not going to spend any more bennies. So it's now wounded and shaken.
How do I
And
get
vulnerable
where,
and distracted.
where are the combat options? 'Cause I want to look at Wild Swing.
They are under effects.
Okay.
So if you click the buttons, the top right under tools.
Yep. I see it. Dice, options, effects. Okay.
You should have it on your character sheet though, because you're a barbarian.
I don't somehow have Wild Swing here. Because any attack can be a Wild Swing. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's like a combat option or whatever.
Yeah, you're just going to take a wild swing. You're not going berserk.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to do a Wild Swing. I'm doing 2 Wild Swings. There it is.
All right.
So how do I do this?
You drop it on yourself.
Right.
Drag and drop that plus minus.
Okay,
Yep.
I did Wild Attack. Now, because I do have a powerful blow.
Nice.
The barbarian savage wild attacks cause +4 damage instead of +2. So, all right. So I'm getting the +2. I got to put another +2 in here.
You get +4 damage instead of +2 if you hit.
Right,
it's
but
not. It's not a bonus to hit.
Wild Swings not a bonus to hit. +2 fighting, +2 melee damage is what it says.
Powerful blow is I was talking about.
Oh no, I understand that part. I should have +4 total to hit him.
Roll
2 for the Wild Swing and 2 for him being big. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, okay, and that should be built in.
Oh, the 2 for hitting him because he's big. You got that in there?
It's already because the creature has that on it, so it's already applied.
Got it. Okay, perfect. So I almost screwed that up. All right, here we go. Here comes the battle axe.
So there you go. So 4 +2 because he's vulnerable, +2 because he's large. Oh, a 6 rather. A 6.
No, that's just showing what he rolled on the die. If you look below it, it's a 10 hit with a raise.
Yeah, 10, right?
Okay, so I got a 10.
Yep. So now roll your damage, and I don't know if it will.
It should automatically put it on it. It's lit up if you look at the Earth Elemental. It's got the little extra bonus damage die lit up on it.
No, I'm talking about his powerful blow ability. I don't know that that's going to be built in. Go ahead and roll it, and we'll see.
No, he'll have to apply a powerful blow to his character before he rolls damage.
How do I do that?
Well, just put a +2. Well, just roll it and see. Well, I'm sure it won't be there. Put a +2 in the bottom
left.
You have
to put if it's in the effects tab, you have to put that on you.
Powerful blow.
Let me go see if it is. Let me see if powerful blow's in there.
It's not. We'll have what we need to do is we need to add that to your character sheet. We need to add this as a common attack, so we should add it to your character sheet, but we won't do it right now. Just roll it and let's see what we get.
Okay, there we go. Here we go. Here comes my damage. Oops, the right thing.
And Landry, to show you how powerful tests are, he hit with a raise because you made it vulnerable. Oh, good grief. All right, describe how you kill it.
All right. So I let out a guttural roar and I leap, swinging down with both axes pretty much simultaneously. And my larger of the two axes hits first, cleaving him from the shoulder, knocking off one of his arms, and he crumbles into dust.
Yes, excellent, excellent.
I'm like, ah! Put something in another bowl, quick!
The room settles back into its normal state.
What happens to the brown
After-
orb?
It's still there.
Still lit up?
Yep, still lit up like nothing happened.
So we're going to have to fight an elemental of each type, aren't we?
Put
Do we have to
something
do them
clear in
all
that
together
blue-
at the same time?
So the air fresco? That's interesting. What are the other... So Rolf is still huffing and puffing, looking around for what to fight next.
There's nothing to fight except for
Oh,
your
I know.
friends.
I know that. He doesn't. So basically, he's not adding to the
Well,
solving
Thayan looks
of the
like he
puzzle
could
right
do a
now.
couple rounds with you.
Right.
All right. What is... Rolf is huffing and puffing. What are the rest of you doing?
So that happened when he put dirt in there, correct?
Yeah, he put dirt on the earth orb, and it summoned an earth elemental from the rune.
So the question is, if we do a corresponding element to the rest, one at a time, do we have to fight an elemental, or do we have to do them all at once to not do that? But if that's not the trick, then we have 3 to fight at once.
Yeah. Rolf begins to calm down. And he's thinking, I'm not so sure that that's the end of it. If I put more dirt in that bowl, I think it's just going to come back.
Well, if the globe's lit up, that's what you wanted, correct?
It was already lit. It changed. Its condition has not changed.
Are the others
Yeah.
lit as well? Maybe that's nothing to do with it.
They're all glowing. So it
Well,
doesn't
here.
look like that accomplished anything.
I would
Yeah,
think
so
the
I heard the little-
least of our worries would be air if we have to fight one. And judging by where
Maybe
the
it's-
earth appeared, I want to go hide in the shadows near where an air may appear. And I'm like, somebody blow across the bowl. See what happens.
I wonder if what you said a minute ago is what we need to do. All 4 at the same time.
Maeve and Barnaby, what are y'all doing while they're talking?
Well, Barnaby just quips. I was actually going to try and clean the fresco a bit with air blowing across the pitcher. So if y'all want to step back, maybe we'll see if that provokes a elemental. Unless you want to go ahead and just try and bring them all out at once.
The pedestal says in the realm where the elements converge, the journey unfolds in harmony. Maybe we need all 4 to converge at the same time. What do the other 2 frescoes say?
Y'all haven't looked at the other 2 frescoes yet.
I rush
Right.
over to the water one.
All right. The water fresco is a painting of a waterfall that is kind of cascading down these rocky cliffs, and you start looking for the text that is there somewhere, and after a few moments you can see it kind of in the water.
Oh, gotcha.
In the waves, and it says, "From the purity of the source, the journey begins." Maeve, what are you doing?
I think I probably really entertained myself by becoming an elemental, so I'm probably still walking around as that, but
Okay.
not really. Yeah.
Are you gonna go anywhere and do anything, or are you just goofing off? Which is
Maybe I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything of importance, but maybe I'll pretend to be scary around my friends. Be like, ah, look at
you're
me.
just stomping around as a miniature Earth elemental. How tall are you?
Probably not very tall at all.
Like a foot, 2 foot, 6
Maybe
inches?
a little bit taller than Rolf.
Rolf is like 4 feet.
Yeah.
Sure, like Rolf size.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed that that's what she's doing.
Well, she's just kind of stomping around.
All right, I look back and I'm like, "Are you gonna help out, you silly sprite?"
I wave my hands at Rolf. So I'm a little bit taller than him, so I use that against him.
Ugh. Where's the other the fourth fresco?
The fourth fresco is the fire fresco. Who's checking that out while Rolf's checking out the water?
Barnaby.
Oh, my headphones just died.
Barnaby can take a look at it.
All right, Barnaby, you kind of go on to the next one. There's this fresco has a blazing bonfire that's kind of lighting up the night sky, and it has and then there's like a crowd of there's burned trees and a crowd of people. And after studying it for a moment, you find the writing in the flames, and it says, "From the spark of change, new paths emerge."
Is there an order emerging here? The journey begins, clarity, new paths emerge. Is it water? Then it's not obvious what to do here.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's put
It's
them all together and see if we have
an order.
Yeah. From purity of the source, the journey begins. So water begins, right?
And then new paths emerge. Fire is next. Roots take hold, earth, and then clarity reigns. Air is last.
Is it last or is rain water?
That's spelled rains, as in like a reign of terror.
Okay.
Could you share the picture of the Earth one again? I don't have that one.
Yeah.
From roots take hold. From under. What does that say? Under.
From understanding, sorry, it's kind of hard to read with the water.
From understanding.
From understanding, roots take hold.
So let's see what we got here. So I'm seeing 4 words emerge here. So I see change, source, understanding, and understanding, intellect, spark of change, a purity of source, and understanding, just from understanding, and then in the so these don't all quite match from a sentence construction standpoint. So there may not be anything we can glean from, like some kind, like the riddle may not exist as a structure in the language.
I think the messages are what tell us. For me, it seems that it's either all 4 at the same time, or it's water, fire, earth, air, in that order.
And what is your reasoning for that order?
So the first one says the journey begins.
Okay.
Then the next one says new paths emerge. Then the
Okay.
third one says roots take hold. And then finally clarity reigns supreme. And then
Okay.
if we look at the pedestal in the middle, in the realm where elements converge, the journey unfolds in harmony.
Is there a spot in the pedestal to put, like, maybe we should put the elements there? Like maybe that's where we should
That's
put
the bowls. That's why the earth elemental appeared when I scooped up dirt from the floor and put it in the bowl.
Is it a central bowl or is it a bowl under the
There's
earth?
4 bowls, so the picture doesn't.
Right.
Nick said earlier that he couldn't get the picture to
Right.
show the 4 bowls.
Oh, I see.
But there's
Okay.
one bowl, like on each side where the orb is, below the orb is a bowl.
All right. So we can we create fire so we can put fire in the bowl?
We have torches, I'm sure.
Okay, so we'll prepare a torch, get it maybe cooking so that it's going. Water is easy. We have water. We have earth. We've already tested that. Maybe each of us need to drop it at the same time. Is that the thing we want to try?
Well, it's either that or it's either the order or all at once.
Okay.
And then the air one, I think Fayin had the greatest idea, which is to just blow in the bowl.
Well, I was gonna say I can use I have a spell. It's a cantrip, prestidigitation that I can use to blow air right into the bowl, so we don't have to have someone's face in the bowl while we set these things off.
Well, somebody's got to be near the others to pour water, light a fire.
To go to the 4 corners. Yep.
I'll do the air.
Well, I actually Barnaby's got the air. He can use that prestidigitation with that. So take one of the other ones.
I'll do earth.
All right.
Maybe we'll do fire.
Okay. So are you okay doing water, Fane?
I can.
Okay. And
now our only question remains: all at the same time or in order?
I think because of the way it says they converge,
do them all at once.
Yeah, that would be my thought. Now, the only other thing I will say is that if we're wrong about this and we get 4 elementals, you know, I'm doing the prestidigitation at range, so I will be running. Barnaby's saying this out loud. He's like, if we've got this wrong, I just want you to know I'm not staying to fight 4 elementals. And he says it cheekily, but you think he may be serious.
I don't plan to fight 4 either. And before we do this, I go back to the door we were at and I find something to wedge under it to make sure it doesn't close on us.
Good idea. I like your thinking. Don't worry, Barnaby's in the threshold of the door casting the spell.
All right, you wedge the door open with you get a little stake from your backpack, right?
On the count of 3, then.
Wait. Do we go on 3 or is it 1, 2, 3?
Like the classic argument.
Yes. 3.
After
2,
3 or on 3.
We go on 3.
So 1, 2, and drop.
Yes, on 3 you're dropping.
Got it. And then Barnaby will get the spell kind of working ahead of time so that he
can. Based on the size of that elemental, could it have followed us through the door? If we need to make a run for it?
It was pretty big. It was pretty big, but so if it gets through, it would be a tight squeeze, I'd say.
All right. We've chosen our path. 1, 2, 3.
And each of you trigger. So tell me what you're doing. You're putting dirt on the earth.
Yep.
Who's doing what? Maeve's pouring water.
No, Maeve's got fire.
Yeah, I'm taking the water skin, just pouring some water into it.
Right. Barnaby's using prestidigitation to blow air across the bowl.
All 4 globes start to shimmer and shake. 4 different color arches shoot up to the runes, and 4 elementals materialize in the room.
Run for it!
Run away!
All right, hold on just a second here.
Well, I got to conjure 4 elementals all at once. It was great.
All right, let's see if I can manage a TPK with 4 elementals. Drag these guys on here. All right, there's the water elemental. Pardon me. Translucent, shifting back and forth between a spinning column of water and like a crashing wave. The fire elemental. Make him visible. Looks kind of like a dragon. Can shape it. He shape shifts. He's like a moving fire, right? And spits out fire. Spits out a tongue of fire. The earth elemental. You've already seen. I guess we probably should swap these guys out here. And then the air elemental is a cloud-like creature. Throw them in here. Kind of a swirling vortex.
Perhaps they'll all converge together. Maybe this was always destined to happen.
Yeah, maybe they'll fight each other.
Well, I'm
Or
waiting
not
for
at
the
all.
first act because I'm getting ready to run. Muscles are
I
already
think they're-
tensing.
I think they're. What if they just merged together over the pedestal?
Well,
No
Barky's up
merges. I'm
first.
running out the door.
Hold on a second. Well, let's see. Hold on a second. They do not merge. They stay and fight.
And I'm up first. I'm saturating the area with my absence.
Ian dashes out of the door.
Coward!
Fayan, let's see if one of them. I'm gonna roll a d6. There are 1 through 4 alphabetical order. 5 or 6, none of them materialize close enough to get a free swipe at you. Do you have an ability to avoid a free swipe?
That's what I'm looking at real quick.
I can't remember if you do or not.
Let's see.
You don't. There's a feat that lets you do that, and you don't have it, or an edge rather. D6. Let's see. A 5. None of them are close enough to you. You dart out the door.
Yeah, I'm just yelling like, "Run!"
The water elemental. All right, that one targets you, Barnaby. And as a water elemental, where's all my? Here it is. It fires a water blast at you at range. Got you targeted. Wait, no. It's going to target Barnaby. It quickly forms and shoots a blast of water towards you, Barnaby.
Okay.
And it does not miss because it has a 3 though. They all have that same ability, which is called SWAT, which lets it ignore the minuses. Okay, so it misses. That's worth a Benny for sure.
Really?
Yeah, you bet.
Well, when he's trying to kill you, yes.
Right. All right, there's a hit. Damage. You're shaken, but you don't take any wounds.
Okay. What does shaking do?
So you have to unshake on your turn, or or you miss your turn.
I
So
can't
water
run.
slams into you,
can still move.
knocks you backwards into the wall, kind of knocks the wind out of you.
Okay.
Next is the earth elemental, which is
you can
next.
still move if you were shaken. You just can't
Which is
attack.
next. Yeah. Next to the earth elemental is next to you, Rolf. Takes a swing with a big fist, and you duck under it easily. Barnaby, you're up.
Barnaby
So now you make a spirit roll, right? We decided it was. Oak, you looked that up last time. It's spirit, right? I get those confused. Yeah, it's spirit. So now you make a spirit roll to remove your shaken.
Okay.
And if you fail, you can spend a Benny to remove it automatically. But all you need to do is get a 4 or higher with a spirit roll.
Okay, hold on. I don't think I have spirit. Oh yeah, there
Spirit
it
is a one of
Sorry,
your
I had a
abilities.
quick AFK. Yes, it's spirit.
Okay.
And
There you
it's
go.
a
So
it's a
you're
free
no
roll.
longer shaken. So you
Okay.
can take your team like normal. You can take your turn like normal, Barnaby.
Barnaby is going to double move away
Out the door.
out the door and down the hall, and hopefully ahead of. Faye.
Barnaby is gone. Out the door. Rolf.
Just gotta outrun the barbarian.
Man, what did we do wrong here? Converge. Can I get them to come to the middle? What if they all came to me in the middle? But they're
That
shooting.
sounds like a good way to get your character killed, Dad.
It sure does.
Well, he is a troll slayer. This is a glorious death.
It would be a glorious death.
It sure would.
It's
I
not-
feel like if you went down fighting, you'd have to get some kind of reward for your next character because you accomplished your goal as a troll slayer.
I've got to get them to in a realm where elements converge. I got them all 4 out there. I need to get them together. I'm going to the middle.
Okay, you're gonna move towards the.
Yeah. To the middle
Like,
of the
are you
pedestal.
gonna
I'm gonna
hop onto
literally.
the
Yep.
pedestal?
I'm hopping on top of the pedestal.
Move your token. Okay, so you hop on top of the
Like as I roll under his strike, I roll over to the pedestal and climb on top.
Okay. There's the bowls and the orbs on there. Are you trying to avoid them, or are you passing through them, or
There's space in between, right?
there is some space between? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going in between to get on top of the
So you
pedestal.
stand kind of awkwardly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have you make a athletics check.
Okay.
Just to get up onto that pedestal without, kicking a bowl or clumsily, falling through an
I understood.
So go ahead and make an athletics
fitness
check
over
first.
coordination. They treat athletics as linked to strength instead of agility for purposes of advancement. Okay. Let's see. Where am I on skills? Where is this? Oh boy. Okay, athletics. Okay, good. At least I got a D8 here. Okay.
All right, you succeeded. You get on top of the orb. And this thing the elemental is big, so you can attack him from the top of the orb.
Is he still okay? I need him to converge on me.
He's just standing on the ground, getting ready to swing at you, knock you off the pedestal.
All right, might as well swing at him.
Target him first.
Yeah.
Make your rolls.
It's kind of counter to what I'm trying to do here. Let's see. I don't know. I don't want to die that bad. All right. Here we go. I'm obviously wild swinging again. So let's see. I got to take an effect. I've got to get wild swing. And drop it on myself. which I have done. It should automatically get me the 2. Okay, here we go. Combat. All right, striking him. Okay, I'll be Bennying that.
Wait a second, that hit.
Oh, it did.
'Cause
Okay.
you get +2 for wild attack and +2 for its size.
Okay, so it did hit. Okay, so now I'm going to do damage. Okay, so that's just nothing. And then my
Yeah.
my
That's
offhand
that you
attack.
should Benny. You can Benny armor. You can Benny damage rolls.
All right, I'll Benny that. I drag it there using a Benny. Still nothing. Okay, I'll try to hit him with my offhand.
There's a hit with a raise.
Okay. Come on, I need to get lucky here. I'll Benny that.
Oh. All right, be sure and highlight the plus damage in the bottom left before you roll again.
Okay. Oh, I should have +2, right? Still
It'll
wouldn't have
roll
been
an
enough.
extra d6 for you if you highlight that black and white.
Well, I had to do an additional +2 for my power.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That
You
would've
do
been a hit.
+4. You do +4, remember, because you're feet.
Well, the wild attack already had +2, so it does +4. So I would have done 12 instead of. I would have done 13 instead of. What that would only.
That's right. You did 13, so that's enough to shake it. That doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna still. Yeah, I'm gonna use my Benny anyway. See
Okay.
what happens.
Give yourself a +2 in the bottom left.
Which I did.
Okay.
It didn't do my.
You didn't highlight the dice that I was talking about. So give yourself a +2 in the bottom left, and then click on that die that says plus damage, and then roll it.
Okay, which one?
There's a die in the bottom left that says plus damage.
Okay, I got it.
And +2, and then roll it. There you go. 2 wounds. Kills it. Describe your kill.
So from atop as I jump on top, I swing wildly with both axes in a whirlwind formation, and clip him in the chest twice, and he crumbles into a pile of stone.
Yeah, and this pile of stone lands. It just kind of lands right onto the other pile of dirt and stone that from when you killed one of these before. So now it's a larger pile. Maeve, what are you doing?
I will help Rolf. That's what I'll do. So I guess I'll go for the next one. Probably the one that actually the one that I had 7 looks really scary. Maybe I'll go for the air element and see.
Yeah, and I'm assuming you're changing back into yourself so you can.
Yeah. And maybe I could.
Or you probably did before you activated the orb, actually, right?
Right. And maybe I could dissipate the storm or the wind in some way with a burst. My attack.
Oh, you're gonna do a spell attack?
Yeah. That would be 2 power points, it looks like. So maybe I'll pull back the attack that I did last time and try to scream really loud at it to see if that disrupts the waves of it or something. Okay, I hit it.
All right, it hit.
Oh, now I redo that.
It's not as tough as the earth elemental, but it's still tough with a 10, and that didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna
redo
redo
your damage.
That. Yeah.
That's enough to shake it,
Yeah,
at
at
least.
least it's shaking.
Yeah, so your blast, what does your blast look like?
It looks like sound waves because she's screaming. Like a banshee.
I think
Okay.
that's so
So-
cool.
And it kind of dissipates the earth, the air elemental has to kind of,
Reform.
dissipate and try to reform on its turn, which is
Mhm.
next. Did you want to move after you?
Yeah, I'll move like over here to get out. Wait, no,
Okay.
if I get out of the way, it gets a
It-
free hit. Okay, never mind. I don't want to move.
Not if
Yeah,
it's shaking. Not if it's shaking, I wouldn't think. If she shook it,
Yeah,
she
if
should
it's
be able to
shaken, it won't get a free attack, so you can move.
Okay, then I'll do that.
hide
Excuse
behind
me.
a pillar. Yeah.
All right, the air elemental removes its shaken status at the beginning of its turn. You can see it made a spirit roll and got a 5. And I think 1 to 2, it chases you, Maeve. At 3-6, it goes after Rolf, who's a more obvious target here. So Rolf, it targets you. Oops, that didn't explode. And it blasts you with a wind blast. So it's a blast of air that pushes foes away. So first off, let me see if it's successful.
Yep, I'm vulnerable.
Are you vulnerable? Yeah, you're vulnerable. Okay. And it got a 6 actually because it doesn't have that large versus normal. What is that called? SWAT?
SWAT.
Yeah, that's not listed.
It is. Sure is. It's in the
Oh, is it?
Yep.
So there are
Sure
effects?
is. It sure is.
Oh, it sure does. Okay. Let me put that on all 4 of these. Or on these 3. Okay. All right. So, it hits you, and then it's in a cone template. So it's a cone. So I think it doesn't hit you, Maeve. You move far enough away, and the column kind of protects you, right? And so Rolf, you need to make a strength. You need to make a strength roll,
All
or else
right.
you're going to be hurled across the room.
All right. Sounds good. I'll
You make a
lean
strength
into
check.
it.
Yeah, you hold on. The wind, rush of wind blows you, almost knocks you off the pedestal. I think actually because you're balancing on a pedestal, I think I think you need a -2 on that roll, so I think you failed.
All right.
Actually, right? That makes sense to me. So do you want to fail
No.
or do you want to make a Benny roll?
I'll fail.
Okay. So you get blown 2d6 feet backwards, or inches backwards, which is about 20 feet backwards. So you get blown by this big blast of wind back into the wall behind you, the door behind you, and you're shaken.
All
Knocks the wind out of you when you slam into the door. And then the fire elemental sees you fly past him, and he's just gonna form a big fist and try to punch you.
All right. Ouch.
And he hits with a fist of flame and causes 1 wound. Now, if you want to, you can spend a Benny to try to absorb that. or you can let it ride.
My toughness is an 11. How is that a hit? How is that a wound?
Your toughness is 8.
With my armor, my armor gives me +3, right?
Is it equipped?
Is your armor equipped?
It shows equipped because I see a 3 in the little shield
In your
spot.
inventory.
Well, I show that even on my traits tab, it shows that I have 8 plus then the 3 and okay, I see.Maybe the 8 includes the 3.
Your toughness is an 8 with the armor because it's half of your vigor plus
Half
2.
my vigor.
So your
Okay.
toughness is 5.
Okay, that's
and then
it.
you have
Okay,
3 from
that's
your
up at
armor.
8. Yep. Okay, the 3 is included in the 8. Okay, so I took a wound. Ouch. Can I soak it?
So take a wound.
How do I soak? Do I get a chance to soak that or no?
Oh, do you want to soak it with a Benny?
Oh, I have to burn a Benny to soak it? No.
Yeah,
I'm not
you have
gonna
to
do
burn
that.
a Benny to soak it.
Oh, wait a
Yeah.
minute. Don't I start taking minuses because I took a wound?
You do, but
Yes.
don't you have an ability that prevents you from that? I thought you had a.
I have
I thought you had
Iron
an
Jaw.
edge.
Shrug off extreme blows. He adds +2 to soak rolls.
To avoid
And
knockout
vigor
blows.
rolls to avoid knock. And vigor rolls. Okay, I should just go ahead and try to soak this, I think.
That doesn't help you though.
Oh, okay, because I was going to change out Provoke does. I was going to change Provoke out last time and I didn't do it. For that, for the edge that makes me. I don't. What's the one that
Not
makes
get
you ignore?
minuses.
Yeah, I don't know what it
Okay.
is though.
Yeah, that's Hold on, I'll tell you. Yeah, we can do that real fast if you want to do that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, because Provoke. I mean, it doesn't really fit my character. It does,
combat
but the way the skill works is not very good.
It is. It's like tough or something like that. What's it called?
Man, it just seems like my last character died because I took one wound. I couldn't freaking survive anything after that.
Well, it's
It'll
the
get
system
worse
is set
by
up.
round.
Once you start taking one, that's kind of slowly starts getting worse and worse. It's like a domino.
Yeah, you have a couple of bennies to save you though that you didn't have last time. So well, somebody are you looking in the edge? The edges list?
Yeah,
Trying to
I
find it?
pulled out my physical copy of the to see if I can figure out what it was.
I think it's tough.
It's not Iron Jaw, I can tell you that much.
Craig really doesn't want to lose another character.
It'd be beneficial if I didn't.
Okay.
I sure would like it if I didn't.
Ignore wound penalties when making vigor rolls to avoid bleeding out. Nerves of Steel is what it's called. You ignore one level of wound penalties. You want that instead of
Yeah, because my
Provoke?
guy's he's gonna be taking beating all the time.
Yeah, right. Okay, so and there's an improved Nerves of Steel that you can pick up. Okay, so you'll ignore.
Okay, so I'm good for now.
wounds. Yep.
Yeah, I'm good for now.
All right. And the fire elemental is up again, and I got a Benny because they got a Joker. Fire elemental got a Joker. So it's going to take another swing at you since that seemed to work. And it hits you.
Wait a minute, it's a new round. I'm not vulnerable.
And it's not not till your turn.
Okay.
You're vulnerable until your turn comes up. But it missed you.
It hit me, but I
did.
was able to shake it off.
Yeah. I'm gonna spend a Benny on that damage. That's a good. It's a good opportunity to try to finish you off. There you go. 2 wounds. Now you probably want to spend a
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Benny
You
here.
want to spend a Benny, and then you make a.
I believe you can drag the Benny on your, or there should, if you hold Control or Alt, it should pop up a deal to
Well,
soak.
I already did it. I already spent it. So
Try it
Well,
again.
no,
Let's
that's
see.
fine,
'cause
but
it might-
holding that should pop up on the combat tracker a button for
I'll
you
give
to
you one.
soak.
what am I supposed to do here?
Say that again, Oak.
Well, no, you didn't have to give him the Benny back. There should, if you, it's either holding Control or holding Alt, should pop up on the combat tracker. Should pop up a button for you to click to soak.
If you hold Control, is that it? No.
It's Control or Alt. I can't remember. I'm not wounded, so I can't look.
Control highlights shaken and incapacitated. So I don't know. All right, let's just do it manually. We'll have to we'll figure it out later.
All right, so here comes my
Okay,
Benny.
so drag a Benny.
All
There you
right,
go.
and then I got to make a what?
A vigor roll.
Vigor, but I get +2 for Iron Jaw.
Right? And only to avoid knockout blows. This is not a knockout blow. So you don't get the +2. Knockout blow, would be
Next
the
one.
one that KOs you. Yeah.
Wait a second. All right, nope, not that one.
Yeah, just make a vigor roll real fast.
Hero Construction, he adds +2 to soak rolls and vigor rolls to avoid knockout. Those are two separate things. +2 to soak rolls and vigor rolls to avoid knockout blows.
If you have the trait on you, it should already be figured in.
All right. Okie dokie.
A knockout blow is a specific thing when you.
I
Okay.
know.
Oh, +2 to all soak rolls. You think?
That's
Well,
what
because
I mean.
it says and.
Yeah. I think you're right. Okay.
Well, let's see what happened. Oh, wait a minute.
Give yourself +2.
Well, I don't know that I was supposed to give myself +2. Oak was saying that it should automatically be there because I have the trait. So let's see what happens.
It'll print out what it is. It'll have your pluses and stuff.
All right, you 7 ignored.
So it should be.
And-
It did not have to show the +2.
So that's
in
a
there.
9. That's a 9. So that's a success with a raise. So you absorb both wounds.
It's awesome. All right. So I shook off both of them.
Yeah. All right. Maeve.
I'm about to go berserk, by the way. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if one of those made me go berserk.
Oh, that first wound.
Let me go look at that up. You guys
It
go on
means
with
you
Maeve.
have to make a test, right?
Yeah,
Maeve, what are you doing?
Go to Maeve.
I'm gonna probably go back at that wind elemental that I was trying to get earlier. So I'll walk towards it again.
Okay.
And I guess I'll hit it again, but maybe with well, it doesn't really make sense to try to hit it with a real weapon, does it? I guess
It'll
it
probably
does.
be fine.
Okay. I'll hit it with my sickle.
Nice.
Nice. Hit with a raise.
Yay. Aw. Oh. Well,
Oh, look at that.
only. Wow.
Yeah, your other 2 rolls were bad.
Okay, well maybe I'll try that again. Will it still do it
You
with the
Benny that?
Yeah.
It's almost the end of the night. You might as well use your bennies.
Well, that wasn't much better. Oh yeah.
There you go. There's a wound to it.
Excellent. So I do have to make a roll. I have to make a smarts roll to prevent to avoid raging.
Okay.
So I'll do that right now. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
I can rage if I want to, but I didn't have to.
It's my party. I can rage if I want to.
That's right.
All right, the water elemental. It's going to attack Maeve this time because Maeve's come out and made herself visible. And it fires a bolt of water at you. Water blast. And misses. No, it doesn't miss because... Oh, it has... SWAT showed up. That's good.
Wait, it
Okay,
shouldn't show up if... Is it going to show up on a ranged attack too?
Yeah. That worked as...
And it still missed,
expected.
so good.
I better throw a Benny on that to try to hit you. There we go. That's what I like to see. Oh, wow. Luckily, that's not damage. 29. Water catches you right in the face.
Ouch.
And you're shaking.
Not that much damage. Good.
Yeah, it didn't do much. Kind of flips you backwards. Makes you stumble backwards. Barnaby, you're out in the hall with... Yeah. You're out in the hall with Fayin, and the other two didn't follow you guys out there.
All right, Barnaby will come back just far enough to be able to see the fire elemental and the water elemental, so he's not coming the whole way back in the room.
Yeah, you can kind of... The door's open, right? So you can kind of stand in the doorway and see all three of them. They're all three are very large, right?
All right, so he's going to go ahead and he's going to play his...
It's probably tough for you to hit the fire elemental. I think the air and the water are blocking the fire.
All right, well, he's got a plan. So he steps up close enough to kind of have the water elemental in view, and he knows where the fire elemental is. He reaches out with his mind, summoning all the magic power he can muster to gather like a fist, a watertight fist around this
very
elemental,
nice.
and he's going to attempt to slam it into the fire elemental.
Nice.
You with me, Nick?
No, not exactly.
He wants to hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Yeah,
he's trying to push.
Grab one.
He's trying to push the water elemental into the fire elemental.
Gotcha. Okay, I got you.
Well, I'm more like trying to slam it, right? Because he has a slam.
Yeah,
so that's what he's going to try and do. And
I like it.
Does he get a bonus, like a +2 bonus? Will that be automatic?
Well, the +2 for size.
Okay. Does that
should be automatic? So it'll be automatic. Yeah.
All right. Oh, thank you. There we go. Okay, so that's definitely a hit with a raise, right?
Yes. Are you targeting in the water elemental?
Not. Come on.
I got it for you.
All right. Do I got to roll again? No,
you're fine.
All right. Thank goodness. Okay, and then I'm going to. So now I'm going to get the damage on this is +2. So I don't know if it calculates it automatically with the raise or not. It might.
Yeah, is there a push action that you can take?
There is. Well, no, this is a slam. So he's going to slam it, but he's trying to get extra damage because he's throwing it into the and the D10 has a +2 to it. Okay, so it's a total of 7. I'm going to Benny that to reroll the damage. I'm just going to go ahead and throw the 2 down here. Okay, here we go. All right, so that's a 9, but he was successful, so hopefully he slammed it into the fire elemental, and I don't know what happens when you throw a water elemental into a fire elemental.
Now we're fighting a very large steam elemental.
Yeah, doubles in size, and it's a steam elemental.
And that's what is that? Is there any damage done there? Is it shaken or anything? Or
yeah, so I think I like that, right? So I think so the damage is not enough to damage it, but it still has a pushback effect in the spell. I'm still a little lost on the spell exactly. I'm looking at telekinesis.
Got AFK sec, take dogs out, be right back.
Manipulate. Move. The target or tool may be moved up to caster's smart. Oh no, that says eliminated free action. Okay, so I think I'll have it make a strength check here.
Okay.
To see if it gets pushed. I think.
Yeah, and it would roll against the
Roll against your number that you rolled. Yeah, so it gets pushed into the fire elemental, and I think they both take a wound because I like that. So, they're both shaken, and the elemental, the water elemental. There's a huge hiss of steam, right? And as they smash into each other, and they both look shocked, and they're both squirming and swirling around, and they both take a wound.
Are they vulnerable by chance? Distracted by each other?
They are they're both shaken. So
Okay.
they're not distracted and vulnerable, but they're both shaken.
Okay, got it.
Rolf.
I rage. I go into a fury.
All right.
So my strength increases by a die type. Every attack I take has to be wild. I ignore 2 levels of wounds, and I have reckless abandon, which means if I somehow get a critical failure, I attack something else close to me
Nice.
instead.
And there is a rage effect on the
Yep.
table, so you can just drag that to yourself.
And those 2 things are right next to each other, right? So I'm going to go first attack which one's weakest?
You're next to the fire elemental. Well, they're kind of next to each other. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
They're
that's what
both
I'm
they're
trying to
both
get
the
to.
same.
Yeah, I'm
They're
trying to
both
get
the
to.
same.
I'm trying to get to where I can. I'm
Yeah.
going to go after the fire
Which one are
elemental
you gonna
first.
target?
First,
Okay.
the fire elemental first. So let's do that.
Oh, hold on. You're shaken though, so you have to make
I can do
you have to unshake first from slamming into the wall.
okay.
That blast that slammed you into the wall.
It's a vigor roll, right?
It's a spirit roll.
You sure about that?
Yep.
100%.
That's weird. All right. Well, I'm probably going to fail here.
Spirit is like getting your act together after being shaken.
Yeah, it's every single time. I have to burn a Benny on that, unfortunately.
Or you can't take a turn.
Yep. So I burn a Benny to make it succeed. And
all right.
Here I come.
When you burn a Benny, you remove shaken automatically.
Yeah, I know.
So you don't have to roll. All right, make your attack roll on the fire elemental.
So I am wild swinging, so I got to put that trait or effect on me. Okay. Wild attack on Rolf. All right, here we go. And now I'm D10 for damage.
Nice.
Instead of D6, so I'm not sure how to do that, but let's just start with the melee attack, and I need this to succeed so badly. Oh, dear Lord. All right, here we go.
There you go. That's a hit with a raise.
All right, very good. And how do I get my D10 here?
It should do it automatically because you dropped rage on yourself, didn't you?
Oh, I did not. Let me do that.
Oh, you got to drop rage on yourself. You should have dropped rage on yourself instead of, I think, wild attack. Or maybe it doesn't matter. Strength plus 1d. Ignore wounds, fatigue -2.
Okay, here we go.
There you go. Now roll your damage.
Come on.
All right, you swipe through the fire elemental and pull rapid back and forth, and it dissipates.
I should have done even 2 more damage because I forgot to put my +2 for powerful blow.
You killed it though, so
awesome.
Second attack.
It'll go against obviously the.
Ignore that. I have a. Oh my gosh.
All right, so I got to first target this guy. And here we go.
Hit with a raise.
And this should go up by 1 as well. So let's see what happens. Not much. A
That kills it.
wound.
That kills it.
Roar! Rolf is just a whirling, screaming ball of rage. Like, you can even see blood pouring down the sides of his eyes.
Yeah, and you're just spinning, swinging your axes through the fire elemental, the water elemental. They're kind of merged together anyway, right? And so you're just like your swings are hitting both of them at once, right? And so you're damaging them, and you're chopping off ethereal limbs, and when you're done, they've both dissipated. There's a pool of steaming water on the ground. And the air elemental recovers from his shaking status and attacks Maeve, who is right next to her. And this time just swinging with a bash of its fist, and hits you. I'll spend my last Benny to roll damage, to reroll that damage. This is my chance to injure somebody. And so you take a wound. Do you want to spend a Benny to absorb it, to try to absorb it?
Sure.
All right. I think Maeve, Landry, I think you try dragging when you're. Do you see on the combat tracker? Do you see where that? No, you don't see that, do you? Do you see where it's hitting you and there's a 8 damage and 6 toughness? Elemental air bash. Do you see that on the tracker, or is that only the GM?
I see it.
You see it? Try dragging your Benny to that soak window.
Whoa,
And drop it in that soak window.
Which window is that?
There, we don't see that.
Oh, you
That's
don't
why I
see
think
that. Okay.
it's either Control, Alt, maybe Shift. One of those pops that up. It highlights it so you can.
All right, we'll play with it later. Okay, roll. Go ahead and roll your spirit, or your. I'm sorry, not your spirit. Your vigor. Spend a Benny and then roll your vigor.
I didn't do it.
That Maeve is using a Benny. Okay, it looks like that might have worked, but you failed your roll.
Yeah,
So you take a wound.
that's okay.
All right. And so the air elemental is just swirling around Maeve, slamming into her. Thayan, finally.
So I hear Maeve yelling out in pain. I'm like, damn it. I quickly spin around, whipping the bow off at the same time. And can I see it?
Yeah, well, like as soon as it's right there. It's
Okay,
kind of.
I give a quick prayer to the Lady Luck to let my aim be true, and I will loose an arrow at it.
Get with a raise. Enough to shake it. You got 3 bennies, Thayan.
Yeah, might as well. We're getting near the end of the evening.
There's a 6.
It didn't throw
You
the
know what?
extra one.
You
though.
forgot to do
You
your
forgot
plus
to.
damage.
That doesn't count because you forgot to highlight the plus damage.
Just
So
did the
roll
whole thing
again.
over. Okay.
Roll again and highlight that plus damage.
I was just going to throw an
it's
extra
even
D6,
worse.
so that would have damaged it. If he'd have kept the other roll.
You gotta, do it again. We gotta get this thing over with. We don't want another round
Can
with
I
this guy.
It's almost over. You got 2 bennies.
What was that?
You did something wrong there.
I dropped a
Don't
Benny
forget to-
on the attack on the elemental, and it did that. I don't know.
Oh, well, there's how you soak.
Aha!
You just figured out how you soak.
Okay, so hang on. Let me...
Okay, but you want to re-roll your damage
Yeah.
instead.
Jesus Christ, it's
dear
the same
Lord.
thing. Okay,
All
last
right.
one.
Yeah.
Screw it. Wow.
Lady Luck did not hear your prayer. There it is.
Shaken.
Oh,
All
well.
right.
The best
All
we're
right.
gonna get.
It's shaken.
Not stirred.
It is definitely shaken, not stirred. All right, it's last. This thing's not going to make it.
Barnaby.
Yes. All right.
Finish him.
This is
One
to,
air elemental
right,
left. You
okay,
still have
so-
your fist. Your Bigby's.
Yes.
What's that spell called from D&D?
Big Beast Crushing Fist.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the attack on it. Now it's automatically going to get a. I'm going to get a +2 on this, or it's going to get a -2, right?
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Barnaby rolls 10 on a D10.
All right.
How come it didn't explode?
It did.
I guess it did. Okay.
Okay. Hold on just a minute.
Oh, it's yeah.
All right, here's the
'Cause
damage.
it's a skill roll. Those one die.
2. Just picks it up, slams it to the ground. 9 points of damage.
A 9. You need a 10, and you got a 9.
All right, here's the betting for that. I'm gonna re-roll it.
I got a biddy for that.
Which we're gonna get TPK'd by this one last elemental.
Right after mowing through all these guys.
There's an 11.
There you go.
There
You
it
killed it.
is. Yes.
Describe how you kill it.
Okay, so he just Barnaby
slaps
hand
it.
grabs it, pulls it up to the ceiling, and just slams it down to the ground, and it just kind of fades away.
Yep. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta let my daughter inside the house.
Yeah, I didn't think we could take 4 elementals.
Yeah, I didn't either. So you guys probably want to get away from me.
Why, are you a danger to others?
I'm still raging.
Barnaby may have a solution for that. Just
All right.
pick you up by the
So-
scruff of your neck and hold you there.
I'm still raging, Nick.
Yeah, you're huffing. Do you like? Is there a chance you attack a friend when you're raging?
No, it does only if I miss like an attack. I just kind of thematically. I just they probably recognize they need to steer clear of me while I calm down.
Barnaby will hang on to the power and be ready
Mhm.
to pluck the barbarian up and just have him hanging in the air, kicking his feet.
But eventually, I slump down against one of those pillars
Somebody
after I've spent all my rage.
get that guy a Snickers bar.
No doubt.
All right. So
Nick, that was fun. That was very interesting.
Eventually, burn through all my rage, and I slump down against one of the pillars.
You're quite the death machine, friend, but discretion is the better part of valor, and we should run next time. Count ourselves lucky.
I'm not surprised that you would run.
Here we go.
I don't have a death wish. I just kind of give you that look.
I have a death oath. To be so lucky to die in battle.
Oh wow.
My only regret is that I did not die today.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
Barnaby's like, I don't know you well, but I don't know. He looks over at Faye and like, what should we do here with this?
I don't know. I glance around. Is the other doors it popped open? Did it budge?
nope. The room looks like it's reset. Like nothing successful has happened.
Well,
Maybe we
apparently
have to
that's
do it.
not the
Made no
answer all at
progress.
once.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are there remnants of these things still around?
Yeah,
Like-
like there's a puddle of water and a pile of dirt.
Hey, gang, I apologize.
The air and the fire don't leave anything
All
behind. I
right,
don't
so
think.
this is where we'll pick up next time.
Yeah, I got to tap out.
All right, cool.
Yep.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Landry, that was super cool what you did. And Barnaby, that was an awesome idea to smack those two together.
Yeah, that was cool.
It made it so much more, it wasn't just sitting there randomly doing stuff. That was really cool. Way to go, everybody.
Rolf definitely seems to kick ass.
Yeah, I should have given you a Benny for that. Actually, that was a choke on my part.
Well,
All right,
thank you for
yeah, so
running,
we'll-
sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy Rolf while he lasts.
Yeah, right.
Well,
All right,
Craig's almost rolling the third character.
you guys have a good week, everyone. Thanks, Nick.
You
Take
too.
care.
All right,
Thank
man.
you, everybody who joined us
Bye.
tonight. Appreciate it very much. If you want to catch any replays, if you missed anything, you can do that on YouTube and Rumble. Likes, follows, subs, all that good stuff is very appreciated. And we will be back Tuesday night for Kelsto's game. So have a great rest of your weekend and a great week. Night, everybody. Say good night, everybody.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
right.
Good night, everybody.